Hello everyone and welcome to weekly show number 84. Um, we have a lot to talk about here tonight. NFL, MLB, college football, the USHL, which we haven't talked about in a while, and plus one of our independent minor league baseball teams here. They're in the playoffs, so we'll get a little bit about that here in a second. So, as you can tell, I sound differently than usual. I have a cold, so that is why, you know, I sound different. I've really had it for 3 days, ever since Thursday. I'll get a little more in depth with that here in a little bit. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll get to week 1 of the NFL season. That started Thursday night. Tampa Bay beat Dallas 31-29. Of course, I predicted Tampa Bay to win, so I'm already 1-0 to start off the season, which is pretty good. Alright, now we'll take a look at Sunday games. Philadelphia at Atlanta. Really, week 1, these are really 50-50 chances, by the way. So, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh at Buffalo. I'm picking Buffalo. Minnesota at Cincinnati. We're going with Cincinnati. San Francisco is at Detroit. I'm going with San Francisco. Arizona is at Tennessee. I'm going with Tennessee. Seattle is at Indianapolis. Hopefully, well, no, I probably. Usually when it's daytime, I lower the brightness, but I don't know if that's affecting the recording in any way, so I'm not going to do that. Seattle is at Indianapolis. I'm going with Seattle. The Chargers are at Washington. I'm going with the Chargers. The Jets are at the Panthers. I'm going with the Panthers. Jacksonville is at Houston. I'm going with Jacksonville. Cleveland is at Kansas City. I'm going with Kansas City. Miami's at New England. I'm going with New England. Green Bay's at New Orleans. I'm going with Green Bay. And then Denver's at the Giants. I'm going with the Giants. Sunday night, tomorrow night, Chicago is at the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. Baltimore is at Las Vegas. I'm going with Las Vegas. So, we'll come back to this next week and see how I did. But in the meantime, let's take a look at MLB scores. We'll start off with last night's scores. The Giants beat the Cubs 6-1. The Pirates beat the Nationals 4-3. The Rockies beat the Phillies 11-2. The Orioles beat the Blue Jays 6-3. The Brewers beat the Indians 10-3. The Mets beat the Yankees 10-3. The Tigers beat the Rays 10-4. The Marlins beat the Braves 6-2. No, excuse me. The Braves beat the Marlins 6-2. The Astros beat the Angels 10-5. The White Sox beat the Red Sox 4-3. That ain't a tongue twister at all. In 11 innings, the Royals beat the Twins 6-4. I thought I was gonna burp there for a second. I just had lunch, so yeah. The Reds beat the Cardinals 4-2. The A's beat the Rangers 10-5, and the Mariners beat the Diamondbacks 5-4. And the Dodgers beat the Padres 3-0. We'll go to tonight's games. The Cubs are leading the Giants. Wow, the Giants just took the lead right here live on while we're recording 2-1. A little later on, the Rangers are at the A's. The Blue Jays are at the Orioles. The Rockies are at the Phillies. The Brewers are at the Indians. The Rays are at the Tigers. The Nationals are at the Pirates. The Angels are at the Astros. Red Sox at White Sox. The Royals are at the Twins. The Reds are at the Cardinals. The Marlins are at the Braves. The Blue Jays are at the Orioles. The Yankees are at the Mets. Diamondbacks at Mariners. And then Padres at Dodgers. So, yeah. College football. Ooh, no, I don't think. I was going to make predictions on college football, but I didn't this week. Next week I will, and that will have its own separate record. So yeah, that's okay. We won't do predictions this week, but next week we will. I'll have to write a note down. Oregon is right now beating Ohio State 28-14. By the way, this is the top 25 right now in college football. Right now Auburn's just beating Alabama State 55-0, just blowing them out. And they haven't even started the fourth quarter yet. Something's up with that. I'm actually watching this game right now. Florida at South Florida. Florida's leading 35-3. They're just about to start the third quarter here, or the second half. Second half, third quarter, same thing. Virginia Tech's at Middle Tennessee. No, it's the other way around. Sorry, Virginia Tech's leading 14-0. Right now, Notre Dame is beating Toledo 7-3. UAB is at Georgia here in about half an hour or so. Texas A&M is at Colorado. Murray State is at Cincinnati. Ball State is at Penn State. That I do remember. Mercer's at Alabama. Iowa's at Iowa State. Big game there. South Carolina State is at Clemson. West Carolina is at Oklahoma. Texas is at Arkansas. Eastern Michigan is at Wisconsin. Appalachian State is at Miami. Austin Peay is at Ole Miss. Georgia State is at North Carolina. Utah is at BYU. Stanford is at USC. And then UNLV is at Arizona State. And then, as you can see, Coastal Carolina beat Kansas 49-22. Alright, we'll get into the Explorers side of things. So, we have an independent team here, baseball team here in Sioux City. They're called the Sioux City Explorers. Yes, we have every single sport except basketball. And I believe we did at one point, but it was a very, very long time ago. Right now, they just started the playoffs. The Explorers did, so that's why. I actually had been thinking about talking about this all summer long, but we haven't really done a weekly show all summer long, I don't think. Well, not really since July. And the reason why I don't really do weekly shows anymore is mainly because of pure laziness, honestly. But yeah, but first they had a one-game playoff against the Cleburne Railroaders, and they won, of course, 4-0, shut them out. And then they started the first game of a best-of-5 series yesterday, but except the other team won. Kansas City Monarchs beat them 11-2, and other action from the league, too. Fargo Moorhead Redhawks beat the Chicago Dogs 9-4. Both teams will be playing against each other tonight. As you can see, Fargo and Chicago starting at 90 minutes earlier than Kansas City the Explorers at Kansas City. And then they'll have a day off tomorrow, and then they'll be back at Monday. They'll be in Fargo and Sioux City then. I don't plan to go to any one of these games, mainly because I don't really go to the games. I mean, I might, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, USHL preseason. This is the league that the Musketeers are in. I broadcast their home games. Well, some of them. I used to do all of them, well, almost all of them, but then COVID hit and it changed everything. So, yeah. So I did do 2 games last year. The final game of the regular season, and then the only home playoff game, too, that year, too. Or last season, too. But anyway, here was yesterday's preseason action. Sioux Falls beat Omaha 3-2. Oh, by the way, they're doing... No, they're not, actually. Yeah, they are. Sioux Falls is ranked... yesterday, Sioux Falls beat Omaha in a shootout 3-2. Fargo is beat Des Moines 3-2. Madison beat Cedar Rapids 4-3, and then Dubuque absolutely beating up on Green Bay 7-4. And then Sioux City, yes, but they lost to Tri-City in overtime 4-3. So yeah, I don't usually go to preseason. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. We used to go to preseason games, but we just really haven't, really. I don't know why. I mean, there's no reason why we haven't. So, yeah. But, I mean, the preseason, I mean, I could take it or leave it, honestly. Anyway, Sioux Falls right now is leading Lincoln 1-0 at the end of the first. Later games today, Waterloo's at Tri-City, Cedar Rapids is at Madison, and then Omaha is at Sioux City, and then Green Bay is at Dubuque. And then we have games tomorrow, too, as well. Alright, kind of a life/video update. As you know, like I said before, I have a cold. Really, it started on Thursday, but the odd thing about that was on Thursday, I was just fine up until like 10 o'clock. I was like my normal self up until 10 o'clock, and then just like my nose started running, I was sneezing, like it was not good at all. And then when I woke, and when I say it wasn't good, oh my gosh, like I didn't get to bed until, I didn't fall asleep until after midnight. That's how bad it was. Then, of course, I have to wake up at 7 a.m. to go to school, so, yeah, it was just not good. Honestly, it was not good at all. So, yeah, yesterday was a little better as we continued throughout the day. But, yeah, I mean, if we didn't have tests and quizzes all day yesterday, then I would have stayed home. But, no. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, I do have a video schedule update. All of my summer shows that I'm airing right now, Sale of the Century, High Rollers, and Countdown, we will extend the season by 2 weeks because, you know, we've only done 3 weeks worth of episodes in 6 weeks because, you know, it seems like I've been taking an off week every other week, but, you know, things keep popping up, so... Yeah, I was gonna film Sale of the Century Wednesday, and then our Mystery Monday this upcoming Monday, but I just did not feel like it at all, to be honest with you. Well, no, it wasn't that. We were just running errands all day Wednesday, so yeah. And even if I did, film it and then had it released for Friday, I would have changed it to next Friday. So yeah, because you know, I usually film the episodes for all of our game shows like that week, Wednesday, Sale of the Century, and then Mystery Monday on Wednesday too as well, and then Friday shows or Saturday night shows like, you know, High Rollers and Countdown and the Ronnie Show. I usually film on Friday unless I'm playing like a Wii game. Then I'll film it, you know, sometime during that week. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully I'll recover from my cold, and tomorrow, I think I'll be better. I think, usually when I'm sick, if I start out sick during the day, I get better throughout the day. I bet you if I had COVID, that probably wouldn't be the case, or I don't know, to be honest with you. Because the only people I'm around now is my mom and dad, so... Well, my friends at school, but yeah. Well, I shouldn't really say that, but... Because, you know, I'm around people all the time, so... Yeah, I bet you... If I had COVID, that would not be happening. I would probably be sick throughout the whole day. Well, but you never know. I am fully vaccinated. I have been since June, so... Yeah, I mean... Yeah. So yeah, all summer shows will be extended 2 weeks. The season finale of all my summer shows will be on October 9th. And then, I was supposed to have a new game show starting on October 2nd, but that's going to be postponed to the weekend of my birthday. We'll have 2 episodes Friday night and then 1 Saturday, and then we'll do every Saturday after that. Well, up until Christmas, where we'll have my Christmas marathon, so yeah. The schedule has been released for my birthday weekend. I'm not going to get really into that until the week of, or like the Saturday before, or the 2 Saturdays beforehand. So yeah, and then and then we'll talk about now the Muskies. So the Muskies have released their schedule. It's been released since like last month. So yeah, the Muskies schedule is out. Let me go to it right now. Well, let's just do the home games, because that's all I do. No, let's not do preseason. We'll do regular season. So it's our regular 30-game homestand. Okay, so they will have one in Pittsburgh. Okay. Now, the Muskies are going into their 50th anniversary this year, their 50th season. So yeah, as you can see, the home opener is October 2nd against Sioux Falls. I will most likely not broadcast this game. I usually don't broadcast the first 2 or 3 games, just, try to get a feel, like, of what's going on and, like, when I can do it and do stuff like that. So yeah, I probably won't do it until the last game of October or the first game of November. So yeah, that is really it. I mean, I have nothing else here on my list. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, no shows this week, but we'll be back next week. And of course, we got that big upgrade. All of the shows have been extended now by 2 weeks, so they will all end on October 9th, and then we'll have our new show. We'll have 1 new show for sure, possibly even 2. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really decided on that. But if I do, I'll let you know. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Well, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Bye!